Britain's Conservative Party elects Kemi Badenoch as their new leader, making her the first black woman to lead a major UK political party.
Pedro Sanchez requested aid from the European Solidarity Fund as Spain saw catastrophic floods this past week.
The US says it will send a further $425 million in military aid to Kyiv to help Ukraine fight off Russian troops. A police officer is killed and 40 other people injured in Russian strikes on Ukraine's second-largest city, Kharkiv.
This is the moment Britain's Conservative Party elected Kemi Badenoch as its new leader, making her the first black woman to lead a major UK political party. Badenoch defeated rival lawmaker Robert Jenrick and succeeds Rishi Sunak, who oversaw the Conservatives' worst election result since 1832. Badenoch now faces the challenge of rebuilding the party after years of division and scandal. In her victory speech, she emphasised holding the Labour government accountable and preparing for the next election. Badenoch has previously faced criticism for comments such as "not all cultures are equally valid" and suggesting that maternity pay is excessive. In a tweet, Labour Prime Minister Keir Starmer congratulated Badenoch, stating that this is a proud moment for Britain.
The Spanish Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez requested aid from the European Solidarity Fund to help Spain recover from what he said is the most serious flooding the continent has seen so far this century. The government is expected to declare a state of catastrophe this week as the death toll rose to over 200 people.
Soy consciente de que la respuesta que se está dando no es suficiente. Lo sé. Sé que hay problemas y carencias severas, que aún hay servicios colapsados, municipios sepultados por el lodo, gente desesperada buscando a sus familiares, personas que no pueden acceder a su domicilio, hogares destrozados y sepultados por el barro. Sé que tenemos que mejorar y que tenemos que darlo todo, pero también sé que tenemos que hacerlo juntos.
Spain ordered the largest peacetime deployment ever and will send 10,000 additional troops to Valencia, which saw the most impact of the tragic floods. Casualties are expected to rise as rescue teams continue their search for missing people.
The Pentagon has said it will send $425 million in military aid to Ukraine as Kyiv prepares to face Russian forces augmented by more than 10,000 North Korean troops. The new aid package includes air defense interceptors for National Advanced Surface-to-Air Missile Systems and munitions for the HIMARS rocket system. Meanwhile, Slovakia's Prime Minister Robert Fico has pushed back against Western military support for Ukraine. He accused European countries of not being interested in a peaceful resolution to the war and said providing Kyiv with weapons only prolongs the fighting. But in the Latvian capital Riga, Estonia's Prime Minister Kristen Michal urged European countries to follow the Baltic example by providing Kyiv with the means to win the war. In 2024, Estonia pledged more than €100 million in military aid for Ukraine, with Latvia promising $112 million. At least one police officer has been killed and 40 other people injured in Russian missile strikes on Ukraine's second-largest city, Kharkiv. The Prosecutor General's office said that a location used by police officers had been hit without clarifying what the site was. The attack, which local police say was carried out with S-400 missiles, left at least 10 people injured, including one rescue worker. Kharkiv's governor, however, said that Russia had used S-300 missiles in its attack, but the type of weaponry used hasn't been confirmed. Meanwhile, further north in Sumy, a 9-story building was hit by a Russian airstrike on Friday evening. 5 people were injured, including a pregnant woman, and several cars were also damaged in the strike. Sumy lies around 32 kilometers from Russia's Kursk region, where Ukrainian troops made a surprise incursion in August in a bid to divert the focus away from the front line.